Every year people hear about the budget dance, which is the process by which the budget is done, and it's the negotiations between the mayor and the city council as to what the final budget's going to be. Budget dance is a simple concept. It's basically this basic negotiation. But at the end of the day, we have to think about what this process means for social services and why it's important to social services. There's a list of about $200 million that these budget dance tends to focus on, that's social service funding. And they are things like senior centers, things like after-school programs, child care. These are cuts that are on the table every year, year after year. And the reason why they're on the table year after year is because they're not built into the city's base. They're not permanently committed to in the city's 4-year out-year plan. And so as a result of that, every year when the mayor comes up with his budget proposal, those about $200 million in social service programs are automatically knocked off the table. And so what it does is it allows the mayor to control spending, because every year the council has to focus on that, on restoring those $200 worth of human services that they are committed to. And so it's a clever way of controlling spending and making sure that there's no new needs on the table. Why I'm very concerned about that happening this year is because there are not only $200 million that traditionally are part of the budget dance, but there's an additional $200 million that the mayor has cut into the base and is taking away from what we've traditionally supported. On top of that, there's additional cuts that other entities that are other special interests that are looking to put back. Teachers, there's a number of cuts that teachers are concerned about. There's education cuts. There's a lot of teachers that are going to be laid off. There's fire departments that are going to be closed. All of those things are competing for resources. At the end of the day, City Council only restores about $400 million of the budget. Out of a $65 billion budget, the City Council has the authority to put about $400 million back in. If there's $400 million plus in social service cuts alone, how is it possible that the council is going to be able to keep social services whole in this budget cycle? Unless there's revenue on the table, it's just not going to happen.